the bones and buried stories sneak the golden streets, 'cause I can never shake the feeling that they're trying to pull one over on you and me. Creep into town and it's not long before I start to roam. Seek out the patches on the punx, maybe a band I know. I bet you in 5 minutes time we'll find that we know all the same people, places, and rules. And it's not long before I start to feel like somehow I can never leave home. Across this country, it's not long before I start to feel like dinner time's become a crime to spin the thorns and wheels. It makes me wonder why we rebels make a holiday of every single meal. And when we find amazing places, cheap burritos, magic spices, it's like, hey, I wish you were here. Poison River, got a paddle, and I'll never leave without you. So I collect these crumpled beer-stained flyers, inches, photographs, and your old letters that remind me to look down and back. It's then I realize a romance has its roots in one subhuman's patch. So when I'm feeling like it's time for bed, the game is done. It's all been raided, jailed, and bustled, and the weasels won. I find a batch of kids think of things I never thought when I was young. The song's a weapon, defense against the dying years. At any time you feel every story's been spun. Poison River, got a paddle, and I'll never leave without you. Poison River, got a paddle, and I'll never leave without you. I have a tattoo of this song on my back. Check it out. Creep into town, and it's not long before I start to roam. Seek out the patches on the punx, maybe a band I know. So that song used to, that like verse used to mean like the world to me, because I was like, oh, like everyone at punk shows. This is now the truth with folk punk shows. Everyone at folk punk shows is lovely and wonderful and so willing to talk to you. But at punk shows, you're like, oh shit, that guy's got a germs patch. Or you're like, oh shit, that guy's got a DB, like, what's a DB band? Disclose. That guy's got a disclose patch on his jacket, and you're like, I like your disclose patch, and they're like, the and you're like, I'm sorry, what was that? And they're just like, but at folk punk shows, one of my favorite memories of over the summer when I was going through something really bad, we stopped in North Carolina to play at this lake. We call it a funny name, but I forget the real name for the lake because I'm poopy. But what's it called? I don't know. It's in North Carolina, and it's run by the Hoyle's Dilemma. The shows there are run by them. And it was like there was a huge fire, and we were singing Apes of the State songs and Local News Legend songs and Rumble Tramp songs, and it was beautiful. When I was young, and when we find amazing places, cheap burritos, magic spices, it's like, hey, wish you were here. Ooh. Get it touched up. These nuts.